Oh, hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome.
Must be Friday.
Welcome.
It's Friday. It's
Hello,
Friday.
Bruce.
Friday.
What's
Good
Friday?
stuff.
So this is episode number 64, actually. I'm still in lockdown, so Hearns at home. So quite a few people live already tonight. So welcome everyone. Bruce, good evening. So, what did you drop?
Everybody's gone COVID mad.
Absolutely. And we should have Warwick joining us in a minute as well. So let's get started. Lots of stuff happening tonight.
Yep, lots of bits and pieces.
Brett's boxer here is mega full.
It's bursting at the seams.
I think so. Kat is looking at your box, is waiting for it.
It's
Yep.
nearly a bust. It's nearly a
Oh, yeah.
busted box.
Absolutely. So Tom has the car of the day. Shall we start from that one?
Oh,
We can start with
what do we got?
today.
What car have you got here, Tommy?
All right. So we're looking for the make, the color, and the model of this one. There we go.
I choose green.
It's a specific name
You
for
can't
it.
say the color. Can't
Is
say
it
the
Google
color yet.
Mobile?
No, I googled it and it's green.
Right.
Good.
That's cheating.
Ah,
There's always one, isn't there?
Absolutely. So I guess lots of new products announced this week. So we have a new Yokomo. Brett, what do you know about that one?
we've got a new Yokomo front-wheel drive that's just been released.
Yes.
Probably been the worst kept secret, I suppose, from Yokomo for a while. I think they raced it at the ETS 6 weeks ago.
And
But obviously it wasn't made public or announced. So it's really good that they're getting behind it. I think all the major manufacturers now, I'd like to say, are making a front-wheel drive, or as we call it in Australia, TCR. So, so getting amongst it. I jumped the gun a couple of weeks ago and built a BD10 front-wheel drive myself. Well, we did in collaboration with the RC Car Brothers. And, that uses the Aeromax components and the BD10 good bits to make a good car. So really excited for the Yokomo, I suppose proper model, or, purest model arrive and come to shore. So hopefully that invigorates some front-wheel drive racing in Australia.
And we have something new to build while we're still in lockdown. Hopefully we get it within the next few weeks. So it'll be a good exercise to do while we're home.
And it's got this unique feature. I'm sure that BJ's pretty excited about this, about the mass damper unit.
I am. I'm always excited about mass.
So the mass damper unit is, by definition, is a weight that's suspended, and that's been used in on-road motorbikes and high performance race cars for a long time now to eliminate what they call chatter and some of the harmonics which can disturb the traction. So looking forward to seeing how Yokomo's take on mass damper is, and if we can utilize it to get faster lap times.
Yeah, it was quite an eye-opener when I saw it. I mean, it's not a small unit, is it? I mean, it fits where the rear diff is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna make a big
Well, by
difference.
definition, they have to be usually at the extremity of the wheelbase, and they have to be, obviously room to move. I think an English company called Shoemaker had something they released maybe a year or more ago into some of their cars. But yeah, Yokomo's done it, and I'm sure that many more will start to follow suit if the lap times come.
Absolutely. Looks like I got quite a few guesses for the car here, actually, guys.
There's quite a few guesses, but nobody has quite got it just yet.
Not
Everyone's
yet.
really close.
There we go, running through. Yeah.
Ian in particular is very, very close.
British Racing Green.
British Racing Green is definitely correct.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
Tony's
see.
got
Don't
it.
give it away.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
People will think that it might be a British car or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very sure that it could be Japanese Racing Green.
Absolutely. Cool. So that's from Yokomo. So we also have the new BT design drag body that has been released just this week. That's going to be really exciting. So we should have a few photos very soon up on through our social media this week. But that's a very exciting new class.
Oh my God. And as far as like body products have gone, this has been by far had the most interest. Over all the front wheel drive touring cars, 7th scale, speed run bodies. This has by far generated the most interest. People are just crazy about this new body, and for very good reason. Like, it looks fantastic. You don't have to run that boxy shoebox looking thing that they're running at the moment in the no prep drag racing. So BT Design have really thrown down something that looks really fast standing still.
I agree. So let me see. I'm trying to see if I can quickly share this screen. Let me see. We may be in luck.
So the drag body's coming soon, isn't it?
So should be loading up in a second here. Here we go. And that's it. It's really good looking. Can we all see it? Look at this.
Wow.
So
It's a really nice looking body.
So this drag class is really interesting
I'm
because you
looking
can do
forward
it
to
with
trying
virtually
that
any car.
Oh, look at that.
And here's the best one with the American flag.
So theoretically, you should be able to use those really well on the velodrome as well, right?
Yes.
That
BJ,
true,
you stole the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking, if we can't soup up a slash 4x4 and get it to run around that velodrome mighty quick, we're doing something wrong.
So what
I
width are
agree.
these bodies? What will they fit on?
slash, I would say.
They'll fit a
I'm sure
slash. They'll fit a DR10. They'll fit the TLR.
Is that like a short course type width, or is it narrower?
Sorry.
Is that like a short course type of thing? Because it looks pretty
Yeah.
narrow.
Yeah,
It is?
it'll be about short course size.
Oh, okay. Well, that might be an
That'll
option
be a
for me
big
too.
body shell.
Okay.
I think they're actually really long. That's why they look narrow. If you look at this photo
Right.
here,
Yep.
see they're quite stretched at the front and there's quite a bit
Yep.
at the rear.
I like it.
And they do come with an optional wing, which is a must-have. Look at this big wing at the back here.
Yeah.
This is a definitely must-have wing. So
Yeah,
And they're also
yeah,
doing
yeah.
the wing as a spare part, which is really nice because if you stack one of these drag cars, it's the first thing to get damaged.
Always.
true that.
From experience, always.
So
So you can see there
Yeah,
they've
I like
managed
it.
to get they've managed to actually get something that looks like a drag car without just making it look like a squash, what we refer to as a squash
indeed.
cockroach.
Just responding to Tony, I don't have a date yet, but I would suspect in the next, hopefully 3 weeks or so, we should be able to see them. I believe they will be shipped, I don't know, within a week or so. I think August is normally a bit of a slow month in Italy, so they're just finishing manufacturing and they will be dispatched very soon. So it should be good. Indeed. So I've got another
just gonna
guest coming up here.
here.
Rebecca.
Ian has absolutely nailed it. So
Really?
Yep.
Indeed.
that
That was
is
easy tonight.
Already?
already.
Oh, but the year's
Nice.
wrong. It says 57.
This
that's
particular
something,
one
yeah.
is this particular one's a replica of Steve McQueen's one.
Ah.
There was only ever supposed to be 25 of them, but 16 were made, and then the factory burnt down.
Oh, well, there you go.
And then in 2016, Jaguar actually handmade the remaining 9 that were originally supposed to be built and released those as well. So there is 25 of them were made. So,
Wow.
anyway, but Ian guessed it way too quickly. So
Very
Indeed.
good.
Indeed.
Well done.
I
Cool.
might have to bring another car to the party.
I think so. Oh, you did not open that one, did you?
I might
No,
have.
you're not allowed to.
What have you got?
What can I do? I'm not sure.
Nothing.
I'm not
So-
bringing it close though. You have to guess it from
Oh,
back here.
Oh. Well, let's see if anyone can guess.
This
What
one
type of
should
car
be
is
easy to
maybe?
guess because it was a Bathurst car.
That's a very, very new release,
I can
actually.
see people at home taking screenshots and like pinching in. And, no,
Indeed. Well, while we guess this car, shall we talk about the competition, Beach?
Yeah, why
Please.
not? All right. So the current competition, if you don't already know, it's the vignette competition using the Hearns Workshop figurine. So I've got one of these that I've been working on already, like that. Okay, so
There you
this
go.
is like the Russian style. I'm just going to hold his head because he's probably going to fall off. He's still loose on the base at the moment. But I've just cut up a little bit of timber and made a small base. You see I've got a little bit of rod there, so that's going to be a street sign. So it can just be something simple like that. I've got a couple of the luggages on the front there. Apart from that, I've got another one here which I've worked on, a little bit different. This one here,
Here's my
I've got the
favorite.
skull head in place. At the back, I've got a little bush. That's a Martin Wahlberg bush. And I've got a little bit of a stick there at the back, which I haven't decided whether or not to put leaves on yet. And there's a bit of ground material as well. That was one that had a little bit of an accident. It's got a clear leg. So that's where I was experimenting with the UV resin to rebuild the leg, the blue stuff. So there's a couple of examples of what you can do. All you need to do is go to the event page on Facebook. And then you just need to get one of these to work on. They're not expensive. I think they're about $15 or so. Just need to order those off the website. There's still another
that sounds like a bargain.
It is. You get a lot of stuff with it. So
And how much fun can you have with it?
a lot. Look at all that. So maybe 2 more weeks remaining. Yeah, there's 2 weeks remaining on the competition, so there's plenty of time. Make sure you get in on it. I'm really interested to see what everyone does with these because I'm going to be making these 2 very, very different, 2 paint schemes. And I'll show you more pictures as I go along, just give everyone a bit of inspiration. Okay, so there you go. Let's
Absolutely.
give you a little bit of idea of what that's all about.
I've started painting my guy too here. Let's see if you can see. Actually, my character is not the best, so he's painted, and I think he's going to be standing in front of a big metal lab door or something like this. So
Cool.
yeah, that on the weekend, and
It
then
looks
obviously
like
there
a
will
super villain, Nick.
be what
It looks like a super villain.
he is. He's protecting his door.
His shoes are
Wonder
nice and
what's in
clean,
that
though.
door. His
You
shoes
don't
are
want to see
white.
a
The
door like
Nike,
that in a nightclub,
Nike
do you?
just a new release, been jiffed and polished.
He's got
So,
fresh
yeah.
kicks.
But I'm wondering if he's going to be in front of the Telstra box here, protecting this one. Could be either one.
Well, at least he
yeah.
could make 3 calls to home.
Exactly.
I think.
Very good. So, what else? What else? So the competition is happening. So we sent out quite a few free kits to everyone who
We did.
actually placed an order for over $150 for the week prior to the competition. So we sent out probably 20 or 30 kits. So there could be quite a few people working on this. So if you are working on this, just jump on the event page, which is gonna actually trying to put a link, and show us some progress, perhaps.
Yep, you just have to go into the discussions area and then post up what you have, your photos. Work in progress would be good too, just so we can see how you went about finishing your model. And then,
Yes.
yep, just submit it. We just need to come along and accept it. And then once we give it the go ahead, it'll be posted up and everyone can see it.
Here we
Oh, there's
go.
a link.
Here's the link.
Yep.
So, meanwhile, I think Shane is working on the kit, I think.
Ah.
Oh, he broke
So-
the stock on me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
Let us know if you need a replacement piece or something. We can organize that. And we have a guest for your car, Brad.
Oh.
71 XY GTO HO.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Name is on the
What the hell?
All
What?
Do you
Is
have
that
to read it?
I'm out. I'm
You're
done.
out.
Stick a fork
Ian
in
is an
me.
encyclopedia of
There we
cars.
go. Show us the
What
code
is
big.
I wonder if Ian could guess this car.
Oh, what's that?
Well, that's what you have to guess.
Oh.
It's got no
All right.
badges on it.
It's got Jamaican colors.
Well, it could be Jamaican.
Is it time for Brett's box then?
It could be time for Brett's box. We better get it out before it explodes and makes a mess everywhere.
Really?
I think we have Nick asking for it here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, of course, Nick. Nick's scratching at the bit to see what's in there. So, as you know, last week we had a very special guest on the show, James Knight of Knight Customs, and he really told us about and revealed, I mean, his collaboration with Enduro, is it, or Element, making the Night Runner crawler. So, and that's something that Hearns Hobbies has been proud to do, is that the XO 4x4 brand. So we've done a few products of ourselves of late, and we've just had a fresh shipment. So I'd like to show some of them off. So what have we got here? No?
Licorice donuts. Headphones.
So what we have here, first off the bat, is our XO 4x4 crawler tires. There's two variants. There's the 1.9s and the 1.55s. These are more of a scale tire. You can see one here is really one's for show and one's for go. Now these come with foam inserts and a really cool addition to your crawler. Because most people either build their crawler to obviously be a performance rig or be a real scale rig. So there's two ways to go about it. Even James was saying last week that he does, in fact, have a comp one. Who's this? It's Big Red.
Oh, hello.
What's up, my people?
Evening, sir.
What is the haps?
Welcome.
Thank you.
We're looking at black round things.
Oh, black as opposed to brown black things. That's all right then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you had
Warwick. How are we?
Yeah, good man. I've had a feed, feeling vaguely
Ready.
awake. So that's all right. That's as good as you
It
get.
is a
That's
Friday.
it. Sorry, if you want anything better, you'll have to tune into something else.
Fantastic. So now to complement, I was talking about crawler stuff. Now to complement those, BJ will really love this part
Go, baby.
because I've got a bit of cellophane. I suppose it's not
Wrinkle it.
quite on BJ's level. So what we
These
have
are
here
really-
is one of the new wheels.
Alloys.
Well, you'd think they're alloy, but they're actually steel.
Steel.
Now, can anybody tell me why that you'd have steel wheels? Cricket.
Gravity.
Wait.
Gravity.
My God, come on, you guys.
Gravity.
Keep that weight low.
Gravity. That's right, to keep some wheels. So what we try and do on crawlers is try and induce some weight down low, some low center of gravity, because they're usually quite top heavy. And so they've got this steel band here, this locking ring. to create a lot of weight and a lot of axle weight to create a lot of traction to help us climb and get up hills. So yeah, so these are super impressive, beautifully finished wheel.
Really nice.
They're a nice design. They're kind of almost deco, aren't they?
These are really cool.
They would look really good on a Jeep Wrangler or something modern.
Oh my God, yes, a Wrangler, you know.
Bronco.
Absolutely.
The new Bronco.
Some more accessories.
Yeah.
Some more accessories that we had was this funny looking, I don't know, ear cleaner. What? I don't know what is this? It's a high lift jack. Come on, people.
Oh,
It's a safety failure device.
That's right. So these are injection molded.
Guaranteed to fall over at the right moment.
You know, they're
pretty
sort
tough,
of quality finished, injection molded. They're not painted or anything, so they're ready to just screw on and accessorize your rig. There's a shovel for in case you're in trouble. You know.
Yeah.
We've even got a faux winch, which is really probably the best thing that you want on your RC crawler. And then we've got a jerry can in case your lipo runs out.
Ah, excellent.
Oh, so in case
that's-
running a hybrid.
So that's our EXO, and that comes as one part. That's our EXO 4x4 crawler accessories kit. And there's a few other things that I'd like to show. My box is going everywhere. I can't control my box tonight. It's got those big heavy wheels in it. Got some shackles.
Shackles.
These are really cool, actually.
These are really cool. And that is actually a little alloy thread there. So that is really cool. Yeah, so lots of scale bits. Probably my favorite part, and I think I gave it away to some of my racing guys, because I might have said that I put them on my four-wheel drive to improve the handling. With these really cool wheel nuts that double up as the ever familiar the free locking hubs on your four-wheel drive.
Oh.
So they do up actually as your wheel nut does up on your car, and they come with a little adapter here, so that they come in a packet of 4, and they come in silver and black. So you put this on your 7mm, and you put this on your hub, and you do it up.
Yeah.
And then you take your adapter out. It's like a security lock nut on your car, and then you're left with a hub.
Right.
That's really clever.
So that is really clever and really scale.
Hmm.
And while you guys are talking and fussing about something else, I might actually screw someone to young Ruby here and show you what she looks like.
In that case, then I've got a few more parts here.
So what have you got?
I have my car for a start. Let's bring this one up, because these are what you expo that everyone has seen around for a very long time. But we finally received all these bits. So the red diff covers that are a must-have. You can see them behind here. Okay, so these are really cool. They don't produce anything, any performance, but they're quite nice to have. They make the car a lot more interesting. But talking about performance and talking about weight, that Brett was saying before, these are the Diff Portals, and they're in brass. So then again, the idea is to add more weight near the wheel, so the car can climb steeper climbs. And these ones are installed. See if you can see them up here. Here we go.
That makes a huge difference. There's a lot of weight there.
That makes a huge difference. These are actually really heavy. From memory, they're like 25 grams, 40 grams each, actually.
Wow.
So 40 grams each, so really heavy. But so big difference. And on this car here, I have also the Widening Kit, which is this huge hub extension here. So that's 12 can you see? 12 millimeters. Makes a huge difference. And again, you can see it in here, perhaps. Here we go. and again makes the card really, really wide, as you can see, compared to what it used to be. It's a lot wider. And so moving from here, we have, I put this down, it's actually quite heavy. We have some lights, actually. We haven't had lights for a long time. And I'd say, actually this way, a nice light kit to put on top of your, I guess, your roof rack or so.
Oh, working ones.
And
I was
they've
thinking
got
about
LED.
wiring them up to the top of my laptop, Nick.
That could be very nice. It could improve, actually, your, yeah,
Makeup on.
definitely. That's it, makeup.
I think I can put them on a USB plug because that's 6 volts, and I'll put them on the top of my laptop. And
You should do that. And they've got LEDs and everything, so ready to go. And what else? I've got one more thing here, shocks. Really nice shocks with reservoir. There's a packet of 4. These are about 100 millimeters tall, long, 90 to 100 millimeters. So quite nice for moss crawlers. Just really smooth, all metal. Nice little set of shocks, really. So again, extra 4x4. A few more bits. And
well, those shocks are beautifully presented, aren't they?
they are. I'll actually open them up. I'll put Tom on. Tom has got something as well.
So Tom's either got a really big hand or he's got a really small shackle.
Really
Well,
small
that's
chain.
dropped from a Miley Cyrus
So
video.
this is a really long chain. Like
It's going to come in on a wrecking ball.
it keeps going. So yeah, you can put a wrecking ball on the end of it. But yep, for scale detail, you definitely need a good toe chain at some point. So that's a good addition.
What have you got in the background, Thomas?
Wheels.
Oh,
Is
Hey.
our
Whoa!
wheels. So they're
Look at
mounted on the Pitbull tires, the Pitbull Growlers. This is a 2.2-inch wheel. So this is, almost a monster truck size wheel.
chunky.
But they're an
And that's on
EXO
the
4x4 wheel, aren't they, Tom?
Power wagon, a work in progress. But these wheels, these are really nice. They're all alloy, black powder coated, and then just the chrome detail picked out on them.
Beautiful.
Nice.
This is 2.2, right?
Oh,
Yeah, they're the
This is
2.2
on
Montari.
1.9 ring.
yeah,
Yeah.
2.2-inch. So
What's the chassis on that, Tom?
that is the Element chassis. that's the Enduro.
All right.
So that started life as the Trail Walker, the blue pickup truck.
Yep.
And then I decided to kind of take on the Proline Power Wagon as a project, and we'll see where it goes.
Looking good.
Nice. I like it.
And while you guys have been doing that, I've taken the liberty to screw on this
Bling.
locking
Oh,
hub.
look at that.
Oh, that was quick. It was like magic.
Look at that.
That was quick.
He's been practicing all week.
Magician.
You should be in a pit crew.
Where's Brett gone?
Yeah, it makes a
Here
huge
I
difference,
am.
doesn't it?
Don't worry about me, just the
Oh, there he
moustache.
is.
It's definitely a bit of bling.
So you can see
Yeah,
here,
too.
it's just a little detail, but it
Makes a huge
actually
difference.
adds a really good effect.
Looks
The devil
really
is in the details.
You know? It looks less like just the RC car wheel nut. Boom. Freewheel locking
Indeed.
hub.
Yep.
I put that on young Tristan's YZF SF4, and but I didn't like the braking characteristics, so we put the standard units back on.
Yeah, good idea. And open up the shocks here. I mean, well, there you go. But really, and I guess it's hard to, in camera you won't see, but they're really smooth. Actually, they're quite nice, a lot nicer than most of the ready-to-run shocks that you find on the cheaper crawlers. I had those on my old SCX 10 first version. Actually, the shocks at the time were all plasticky, and those made it to that car, which we sold recently, actually. And what else? Warwick, do you have your wheel there?
How do you know?
I don't know. I think here we go. We have to talk about the wheel.
Yeah. This is my new fidget spinner, the world's most expensive fidget spinner. That I've been fondling
Fidgeting all
gratuitously
day.
most of the day. I don't think anyone in the general public knows, but we're always trying to try new things with the 3D printing technology that we're using for Hearns workshop. And the latest thing that we've been sort of trialing is wheel designs. So I've modelled these after the Speedline Corsa, which comes on the latest Morgan CXT. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. It's the most unlikely sort of rally car you've ever seen. But yeah, it comes with these wheels, and there's probably a bit too much light there. It's going a bit nuts, isn't it? But I've painted these with 2K clear, but I've also used a couple of different SMS paints on them, and get rid of that. Is that better or worse? I don't know. There's a bit of a red shift there, and you can see the green really well then.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it's got a green to red shift, but the actual color, as you can see there, is bronze. So this is with the SMS. I think it's
chocolate.
I think it's one of the alien something. It's
Cosmic
just over
dust.
there. Yeah,
I'm saying cosmic dust.
Cosmic dust. That's it. I prefer angel dust, but yeah, let's go with cosmic dust. Yeah, 2K clear, and yeah, they've come up really nice. They're a little bit more rigid than the regular. What are the regular ones made out of? I don't know, some sort of nylon. I guess.
Yeah.
So this is for my latest sort of project. I really kind of fell in love with the Morgan CXT. So when I saw the holiday buggy on the shelf, I just had to pick it up. It was really cheap and affordable fun. So, but I really wanted to concentrate on doing these wheels because the wheels on the real thing just set it off. So these have come up a treat. We've done these in the tough resin. These are 1/10 scale. With sweep tires, which
Can you
really
do them for my buggy? Can you do them for my buggy, Warren?
Sure.
That'll look cool, wouldn't it?
I'd love some.
Do them in bright pink with polka dots.
No, I'd like them in
Yeah.
that. It matches your hair. I like it.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Holy
Complimenting.
crap. I'm projecting myself onto everything I do. And you?
It's just
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, we've
It's
been
a
working on those.
good
They're really
stuff,
fun. I'll be doing this car as a runner, so we'll test these and see how they go. Really curious to see what people think, whether this is something that they would be interested in buying. Leave some comments if you think they're cool.
I need
And
those for my
yeah,
car.
I think they're cool.
yeah, well they are cool, but whether we can do them at a price point that people are happy with, because it's quite a lot of work. Obviously, I'm not going to paint them for you. That's something you're going to have to do yourself.
Disappointing.
Then
Well,
again,
I
I
don't
do commissions, so if you've got a nice color,
To be honest, I don't like the brown. If you could do them pink, I'd be interested.
pink I can do. Pink, I can do.
Honestly, even at $130 for a set of 4, I think that's a bargain.
Well, look, for the amount of work and the amount of sort of personality it would give to your build, I mean, I think it's worth it.
They seem a lot stronger than normal RC wheels as well.
Yeah, they're definitely more rigid. I mean, I've done them at the same. The rim is at the same wall thickness as like the AKA wheels. So, but they do
would be
seem more
really
rigid.
good for drift guys. Drift guys would love.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the drift guys would really like, like shrunk down versions of their. Is it Yamaguchi wheels? Watanabes.
Yeah.
The other Japanese guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would look really cool.
I hope you're not swearing in another language.
Hey.
I hope you're not
Yeah,
swearing in
I
another
struggle with
language.
English, so don't get me to do Japanese. I'm just going to mess it up.
I mean, like 20 odd years ago, Tamiya used to have CNC machine alloy wheels, and they were $80 a pair 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And they
absolutely.
look nowhere as good as these. You're talking about, this is a basic CNC machine. And they were out of very soft aluminium, and you smack anything and they just bend.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But these would be much tougher.
These would be.
They
really
would be much
good.
tougher. And of course, we've got the design flexibility of 3D printing the things. So pretty much anything goes, whatever design you like. Yeah, we could pretty much
tires. Drift tires are a really, really hard plastic. So to keep the contact on the road, you really don't want the wheel to deform, especially when you're sliding sideways and stuff. So
yeah, absolutely
wheels would be really good. So
Yeah, I guess, because
Yeah.
if you had flexible rims, they would grip and then they would give, and the predicting would be, unpredictable.
especially
So,
for
yeah,
the
we're working on
two-wheel-drive
those.
cars, I think that would be really good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the possibilities are endless. With the Form 3 and a bit of design time, we can sort of do whatever you like. So, leave some comments, send us a message if it's something
Watch
you'd
this
like to
space.
see. If you have any ideas, like the drift tires, like Tom came up with just then, definitely let us know, and we'll see what we can make happen. So, there is that. There's a few other 3D printing things. You want to go into them now, or do you want to?
Should we talk about that? Let's do it.
We can.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's put Warwick back on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's.
Don't give any secrets away.
Got some bits here.
Oh no! Well, no secrets. Just I mean, maybe the odd sort of flash, and then it disappears like it never happened. But
That'll get you in trouble. Don't flash.
no. Well, I'm not wearing pants now, so I've got to be careful of the whole flash thing. But this week has just been full on Hearns workshop deliciousness, basically. If you Oz racing wheels, absolutely.
Yep.
Good
They're
call, Shane.
classic. So definitely a possibility. So big week for Hearns Workshop. We've been working on lots of different things. If you're an armour modeler, you're probably well aware that the 1/16th scale StuG from Werk is due out at the end of the year. A lot of hype about that particular kit. Looks really nice. I'm a huge fan of what I call little big tanks. So a lot of the sort of interwar and early war stuff, and a lot of the sort of the light tanks from World War II, I think are pretty cool, and they have a lot more presence than they do in 135th. In 135th, they're like this big, and you see them at the shows, and it's kind of like nice. But then when you see them in like 116, where they're like a good sort of 25, 30 centimeters long, they have really nice, really great shelf presence. And of course, the other great thing about 1/16 scale as opposed to 35th is that detail-wise, you can just go nuts. You can go crazy. And the one thing that the StuG has definitely, what we've seen from test shots from Andy's Hobby Headquarters and various other places, is that they've done it to a price point. There's some details there that are a bit soft. There's some parts of the kit just don't have the level of detail that you would expect from a 1/16th kit. So of course that's great opportunities for guys like us, Hearns Workshop, to add some value, to add some really high quality, really highly detailed and well researched bits. So we've been working on. We've got about 7 in the pipeline at the moment. The first one to roll off the production line is these guys here. So these are muzzle brakes. So they go on the end of the barrel and they help improve accuracy and recoil. The Werk kit only comes with the early muzzle brake. So if you want to make a version that's so from May 43 onwards, you're kind of out of luck. Except for now, you're not out of luck because we've made them, and here they are. So they're on the website for sale right now. We are selling them individually rather than in this sort of 3-piece kit. The 3-piece kit will be reserved for a special limited edition that we're going to be doing with our first batch of kits that arrive. We're going to be selling the kit plus every single upgrade part that we make for it included in the kit for the one set price. So that's going to be up for pre-sale.
Yeah, we've got the link up now.
Yep. I put a link there, so if anyone is interested, they can register, and then we'll send them an email when we are ready to go. It'll be a very limited edition.
Yeah, so it's hugely exciting, and you'll get parts that won't be available separately. So there's a definite cool factor there. So we've got those going, and other parts that we're going to be doing for it. I've got a few prototypes here. Well, these aren't prototypes. These
what are
these are the replacement bolts for the hull. I don't know if we'll be able to, my camera will be able to focus on them.
Yeah, no,
Are they
pretty
no
good.
locks?
But yeah, they're fully to scale. They've got sort of they've got spot welds, because all of these were spot welded
So they're never
to
coming
keep
off.
them from dislodging themselves, I guess. And they're all to scale. They've been measured from the original, so they're all absolutely dead on, and that's enough to do the entire kit. So we've done those. The other item that we've had in our repertoire for a while, but only in 1/35th, and then we've now scaled them up to 1/16, and that is the MG42 ammo boxes. And again, these have been modelled from the technical drawings of the originals. So while the design changed a little bit throughout the years of the war, as materials got scarcer, and there were, obvious labour shortages of skilled labour, these are kind of represent a good middle ground, I guess, a good sort of average appearance of what they would have looked like during the war. So that's pretty cool. So they're available as well. They'll be available exactly like this in a 4-pack.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that we're prototyping that we've kind of finished up, which I don't know, showing this is a bit redundant because it doesn't quite look like this anymore. But we've done a stamp for the very ubiquitous waffle pattern for the Zimmerit that a lot of the StuG, well, not a lot, but some of the StuG had. So we prototyped. Yeah, Nick's got one. Nick's got the latest one. The latest one doesn't have the rim, so you're free to just apply it and then add that crosshatch, the larger crosshatching later, which is how the actual Zimmerit was applied, the actual pattern was applied. And it's also got curved edges too, so you don't leave any hard imprints when you do your little stampy stamps. So it's kind of a we'll sell these in a pack of 2. I mean, just in case, just on the off chance that you break it. I mean, it's been shown to be super tough. I mean, I've been fidgeting with this as long as also with the RC car wheels as my de-stressing toy. I put this in a pin vise. It's designed around it's got a 3mm shaft on it, so that'll fit in just a regular Tamiya or Godhand's pin vise. And you can make impressions as you will.
I think the Zimmerit really makes the overall look of the tank. It really adds so much more character to it.
Yeah. Well, it does. Well, if you've ever watched the YouTube video of the guys do it with the Tamiya quick putty over the top and then removing some of the parts, that have fallen off through use. It's a really nice narrative. It really tells the story of what that particular tank has seen and experienced, and it adds that sort of personal touch. The other thing that is worth mentioning in terms of Hearns workshop at the moment is that we've improved Plugger.
What?
Plugger Mark II.
Plugger 2.0.
2.0. Plugger has
Why is
been.
he great?
We've made him bigger,
Better and
faster,
better.
and stronger. No, we haven't actually. We've just made him easier to put together, which was the feedback that we got from the initial run. So we've designed it in a way that it's now.
It was a bloody nightmare, Warwick.
It was a nightmare. I lost sleep over it. It was terrible. So yeah, we've done it in multi-piece. We've done it so that the body and the roof is now separate. So that's a good shot. You can see where the supports are, but seriously, that needs like 30 seconds of cleanup with say like 400 grit sandpaper, and then the roof needs almost no cleanup. It's just got one edge that you'll need to clean up, and then I mean, it even fits. Well, sort of. It even sort of fits without cleaning it up. But seriously, clean up now takes 10 seconds, whereas beforehand it was, a good 15 minutes worth of cleaning up. So he's now much more user-friendly, much more beginner-friendly than the original.
Somebody talented like you, it took 15 minutes For me, I think it took a lot longer.
Yeah, well, we did this for you, Brett. This is all for you, buddy.
First
Get
version.
into it.
Yeah, you go, Plugger.
Go Plugger.
Plugger for the people.
Yeah. So Plugger Mark II has now superseded Plugger Mark I, and he's much easier to put together, much more beginner friendly, but it's still the same little cute little plugger. So we're super happy with that.
Will the purists still be demanding Plugger Mark I, though?
Oh, he'll become a collector's item now, so expect to find him on eBay for over-exaggerated prices any day.
$15.
So, yeah, I've got a stash here. It's my retirement fund, so I'm
You
set.
forgot those.
Do I have those? Hey,
you don't have them.
Hey,
because
I didn't forget them. Someone else forgot them. The guy in the bottom corner there forgot them.
Yeah.
Earrings.
What are they?
Yeah, the S hooks. The S hooks from the earlier versions of the StuG 3. The ones in the kit, super basic, no contouring, no casting marks. Our ones, yes, fully contoured with all the casting marks and character marks. So well worth investing in those to bring, because they're like right on the side of the tank. Like you can't miss them. And yeah, we're selling those they'll be ready to go very early next week, and selling them in sets of 4, so you can attach them to the side of the tank. And yeah, they look really good. Really, really happy with the way they turned out. Bit of a 3D modeling nightmare, but we got there in the end.
Success.
And yes,
You always do.
they look nice. Oh, you big softy. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good. I've got a few other, and I've got one other thing to show you, because I've been going on about how much I love 1/16 tanks, but there's been no evidence that I even have one. And I think people were a bit like going, "Oh yeah, sure, Warwick, sure, whatever."
Oh, look at that.
Whatever. So
Smell
here
in
we
the
have
box.
Warwick's half finished Tacom 1/16 Renault FT17.
No wonder it doesn't move if it's a Renault.
Oh yeah, and look how rusty it is too. It's rusted and it hasn't even been used yet. So hopefully they can improve that with the new Renault 5, which I know BJ's in love with, right?
Renault 5, yes. Renault 5 Turbo, not the regular Renault 5. That's mundane.
Renault 5 electric, baby. It's the future.
Here's a question for you. Are they designed
Yeah.
from scratch? Yes.
They absolutely are. Spend a ridiculous amount of time researching. I obviously come from a design background, so it's kind of natural for me. A lot of research, photos, trying to find technical drawings. Yeah, are great. Most of the time, as long as you've got one critical dimension, then one of the good things about the German is that, well, firstly, they were very metric, and secondly, as long as when you've got one dimension, that kind of informs how they did. It's almost like stepping into the mind of the person that designed the part. Like once you've got a handle on one little bit, there's a certain logic to the rest of it. You get an insight into how that person or those group of people would have designed that part. And sometimes you can, or more often than not, you can tell whether when you're guesstimating a dimension, whether it's right or not, because it makes sense when you think of it as a whole, or as a derivative of where you've come from. So yeah, it's they are as accurate as possible, basically, without actually going to a tank with a micrometer and spending a couple of weeks reverse engineering it. It's kind of like with every whatever information is online, we've utilized to come up with these designs, so made them super accurate. And I see B just has a...
You don't know, man, you were there.
Oh, look at this guy. What have you
What's
got
that
there?
there? Is that the car of the
Wow.
For this,
No, you
missed
missed
the
the
car of the day.
day. Actually, had 2 cars of the day.
day? 2?
yeah, we burned through them really quickly.
Oh. My mum used to have that car.
People are not giving us
Obviously
a-
not.
Let me have a look.
So today,
That is
or
good.
actually yesterday, this week,
So
we
we got
received
quite a
people
lot
new
of Scalextric
Scalextric
cars,
cars.
as everyone may have gathered.
Oh,
I'll have the black
Yeah.
one, please.
Yeah, I'll take the
The
Escort.
black one?
Yep,
I know, they both look pretty good.
they do. They do.
Yeah.
This is
For the
the
Escort.
gloss coming off the black. That is amazing.
Yeah,
did you
they,
not take them out of the box, BJ?
It is out
Well-
of the box. It's just not off the box. What do you mean? Are you challenging me?
Now we're changing it
So
to
you
put it
do it?
back. Taking it off is easy. Putting it back is the problem.
Oh my god, I put it
That's
back. It's
right.
stay off.
Yeah.
Is there
I
any
don't know how
other?
we can sell BJ soiled items in the shop, though.
What?
Whoa.
Look at
BJ
that.
soiled
Oh, look, it's got
items.
cat.
Are they worth
It's
more or
probably got
less?
cat fur all over it now.
Look, there's a dude inside.
I wonder if I could make that body fit him in his head.
It's all about those flared guards.
Oh yeah, they're chunky, aren't they? Look at that.
And the mini lights.
And the what?
The mini
really,
lights.
really, really nice.
And the good old Kent Crossflow 1600.
Say what now?
No, can't see that.
No.
Yeah, that's nice. The little waistcoat.
I'm always surprised at the detail that they put out of on those
Real.
cards for the money.
Yeah.
Like, what are they, like $90, $80, $90?
Yeah,
And
so
the amount of
yeah,
detail on them.
There's a lot of collectors out there for them now too.
Yeah. Well, I noticed
they're
that out
worth
at the
it.
Hobby Man too. That the collectors would compare the condition of the Perspex top and
Yeah.
get the one that came with the least scratches.
Yes.
Yep.
And,
They get
Yeah,
very
so-
pedantic.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a bit
Yeah,
special
you
for
are.
a police car, isn't it?
It is very special for a police car. So Jaguar XJ S. Whoops, closed.
If I was chased by any police car, I'd want it to be a Jaguar.
Yeah.
But there's more.
Because
Pretty
I know
sure
I
Kevin's
wouldn't
in the
get
back of that
far.
one.
Look at this one.
Mate, that'll win the race
Wow.
before. Look at that. It's powered by Duracell. They just keep going
Duracell.
on and on.
That's before
Yeah, you need to
LiPo.
do a battery change and off you go again.
That's kind of ironic, isn't it? I like it.
You don't do tire change, you do battery change here. Oops, close as well. Good. But the best for last.
When
There
they
you
go
go.
electric, that guy will be sponsored by Exxon.
And finally,
Ah!
we forgot about this one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. This is even
That's-
better than the one that we received earlier. Was that this year? Last year. Last year,
Yeah,
actually.
I like this one. This one.
This is
It's
from
a
the
lot
second
nicer.
movie.
Yes.
Can anybody name one interesting fact that that car and myself have in common?
You're both grey.
You both made
No.
out of stainless steel.
You're both grey.
No.
No?
That car's silver, mate. Stainless steel. Silver. Not quite there yet.
You're a silver
travel
fox,
through
and that's
time?
a silver car driven by a fox?
When did you travel through time?
Well, I'm still there.
About 6
No.
months ago, I think, is the answer to that one.
The Back to the Future 2 car and myself both share the same thing, that we're powered by rubbish.
Oh, yeah.
We're both eco-friendly, yet
That's fair.
entertaining.
Fair. I'll pay that.
You're a Mr. Fusion, are you?
Yeah. Shane is suggesting that both of you have a flux capacitor.
My flux capacitor's over here.
I think Brett's powered by banana peels and roti.
Bananas.
Indeed. What else do we have tonight? Paige. All right, let me put you on. Here we go. Oh, who's this guy?
There you go. Well, this is one of the figures from the new series of Master Box, which I forgot about last week. So I showed off the girlies, but this is the short guy with the extended leggy bits.
Are they called leggy bits?
Leggy bits.
Leggy bits.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the official term.
Yeah.
So he looks a bit like a dwarf.
Is he Irish?
Yeah, well, he could be a leprechaun. So they're already molded there, but it's quite easy. If you didn't want them, you can just chop them off and you'll have a little dude in your little diorama.
But then he'd be short.
Yeah. The face is really nice. It's a really crazy caricature of a face. And
It's kind of the look I'm going for, Beach.
I said.
Yeah.
Well, looks
Yeah, it's
pretty
only
similar,
12 months.
doesn't he?
I was going to say,
Yeah,
Warren,
well,
you
He's
look,
not really tall, right? It's all an illusion.
Yeah, so these are really nice. Quite like
if
this.
you look at Ed Sheeran in 30 years, Warwick, I think you're just about there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually his long-lost uncle, Uncle Sheeran.
Oh dear. Oh,
Yeah.
your tank.
I guess the other thing is this. So I
I
haven't
better
worked on
be in
this in
the
a little
will.
while.
That's all I'm saying.
So it's getting there slowly, but I thought I'll complicate the build because I always like adding figures. It didn't quite look right without figures. And the thing is, with an Australian armored personnel carrier, there's not really many Australian figures around. So I'm going to get this pack. So this is the master box pack of US soldiers. And with a little bit of modification, I'm going to turn those into some Aussies. So they've got all packed in the back. They actually come with a lot of accessories. So the Aussies generally didn't wear any helmets as they went on patrol. They had the bush hats, and they're actually included in here.
I was
So
going to
I'm gonna
say, that
change
doesn't
weapons
look like
over.
an Aussie helmet.
Which one?
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle? No, that's a Wok, mate.
It's a walk.
So yeah, just change the weapons because this actually comes with some Aussie weapons. So I'll modify some up.
That's perfect.
I'll do another guy as the tank, the APC commander. I think they wear berets. So you'll see me modifying these in the next few weeks.
Is it going to have a
They'll be
nickname?
getting built as well.
Didn't they have nicknames for their armored vehicles? You could
Have some what?
got to have a name. We have to name it. We have Plugger. I
Oh.
think that deserves a name.
Yeah. Well, the version I was going to do is called Charlie Brown.
Ah, we can do better than that.
We
We
can
can
call
do
it something else. We
Frank.
can call it anything you want, really.
It's frankly a
Suggestions in
tank.
the comments below, people. What should
Name,
BJ
name,
do with his
Name the M113.
Name his tank.
Cool.
Bruce.
What
What else do we have?
Yeah.
Tommy,
My name's
do you have
Bruce.
anything else hiding there?
Come on, Thomas. Bring it back.
Oh, let me jump on you. Wait, don't move.
What is
Oh,
that?
it's
Hey,
drifting
there you go.
servo.
Oh, drift servo.
So,
What does a drift servo do that a normal servo can't do?
so
Excellent question.
these work really, really closely in conjunction with these. Now, this is the drift gyro. So these are used for the rear-wheel drive drift cars. And basically, they allow you to maintain control of the car while the car's out of control. So
Say that
That
again.
sounds like a cheesy line from a 90s movie.
it does, doesn't it? It's a good tagline.
That's
So
voodoo.
initially, when drifting started, it was done with four-wheel drive cars. We tried locking diffs, increasing steering angle. Eventually, we went to what they called a counter steer car, which basically used different gearing at the front and rear so that the rear wheels span faster. And then we tried moving to rear wheel drive. The problem is RC cars with the electric motor gives you instant power. With the absolutely zero traction of drift tires, as soon as you pulled the throttle, the car basically just spun around. So the gyro counteracts the force of the car. So it enables you to actually keep moving and keep the car sideways. It allows you to drift through tighter tracks and tighter courses, and those sorts of things. So they're quite essential. They're definitely essential if you're going to build one of these.
Oh my God, yes!
It's already. I thought you said it's
Tell me some
finished.
more.
Hey. So we'll show this one a lot more. We'll do a bit of a video covering the build of this one. So that's the Yokomo Yd2sx3.
Does it have actual purple bits?
It
Oh,
is a
look at that.
chassis.
It does have actual
Carbon.
purple bits. So that's
Because
the carbon
purple bits
chassis. that
drift much better
starts
than
with.
red.
And then just for Warwick, it comes with lots and lots and lots of shiny bits.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Oh,
God, yes.
look at all those adjustments.
Oh, I must have
Holes
one.
everywhere.
Wow.
So
I didn't
that's-
know that roll center adjustments was so critical on a drift car. There
That's
you go.
jewelry.
There's 88 options in the front end.
Wow.
there's
For a car with no traction and no speed. I love it.
that's it. But
Even
it's
the
all
shock
about how you can
position.
control that no traction and no speed.
Yeah.
So, there's a few more alloy bits in there. So parts of the bulkheads as well, and the steering rack. Hang on,
That's cool.
Nah, you can't see it.
Come on, open it, Tommy.
Open it
Get
up.
in there.
We want to see all the
It's
facets
gonna
of
get
that
built soon
diamond.
enough anyway.
Yes.
Oh, look at it. Balls.
Oh,
I love that double
Oh, look
machine.
at that machined and wow.
Is a really, really, really nice.
if that was orange, Warwick will
I
have
don't
one.
know. I have it
They
on good
didn't do an
authority that
orange
purple
version.
drifts better than orange.
I only
and-
had the choice of purple or black, so it had to be purple.
Purple it is. No brainer.
Yep.
That's
No.
it.
Go on.
But yeah, looking forward to this one. So we'll get sliding, and hopefully Warwick can print me some really nice wheels for it.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, Warwick.
where's it gone?
I need some Watanabes for it. Thank you.
Sure
let's
thing.
go.
There you go.
Can do.
Go on. We have a suggestion for your tank name, Beach.
Roo.
Rude.
Cool.
Yeah. What about a different marsupial? How about wombat?
Leather pouch.
Yes.
Wombat. How about what else is there?
Eats roots and
Well, that's
leaves. That
pretty-
reminds me of you, BJ.
Yeah. Well, doesn't everyone do that? I thought everyone did that. I feel special now.
BJ doesn't store animals in his pouch.
Skippy.
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 Yeah.
Skip
You know,
it.
Skip. Skippy
Hey,
the bush
Skip.
kangaroo.
Hey, Skippy.
What's that,
Where's that
Skip?
thing going?
Hey, bro. Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Timmy fell down the well.
I feel that we're losing control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slightly. What else do we have for tonight?
What else we got?
Brett is looking around. I don't
Did
think I've got
anybody
my
guess the car? I don't think anybody guessed the car. The only car tonight that hasn't been guessed.
I think it was actually guessed. Someone said it was an RC car.
No, you're wrong.
Skippy the Bush APC.
I've seen that show.
Oh, Thomas,
Oh, what have
something
you got there,
interesting.
Thomas?
What's that
One
thing?
last
Thomas
ace
has
up my
got an
sleeve. for
expose.
that. This will come in very handy at the velodrome, yeah, and
Gotcha.
especially testing for velodrome since we're in
Talk to me
lockdown.
about the velodrome.
I think you.
Let's go.
I think you've got the wrong. I think you've got the wrong show, Tom. We're not really interested in your performance here. It's
I'm going to hook this up and see how many boxes I can wrap each week.
That's it.
Wow. I wonder
What's
how
the deal
that
with
was
that?
going.
I want to
You
see
We'll be
that
able to live stream the results.
record.
acceleration of the tape gun.
So what do? You stick it in your car, but then
Tom
how
has
do you
leveled
read the
up.
result?
So basically, yeah, it uses GPS tracking to monitor the car. It's got an accelerometer and things built in as well, so you can measure the forces. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of cool little features now that
It's got a G meter.
you didn't used to be able to get. The old version had an LCD screen and a couple of buttons. It was quite limited. The new version, it connects to your phone. So the phone software gives them a lot more ability to log data. So great for logging, great for when you're testing a car, when you're tuning a car, making changes to gearing for lap times. Drag guys especially, it's a really, really great way to get a handle on your car and what it's capable of. And of course, anybody with an armor or anybody going to velodrome who just wants to see how fast their car can go.
Velodrome.
And that's it for me.
All right.
Good.
Good.
I am
What have you
loving
got,
the thought of going
Paige?
to the velodrome.
I'm looking
Oh,
forward to the
anything I've got.
velodrome.
Wow, what have you got there?
I've got a
Oh.
fan made out of paint. So I just wanted to show these off because talking about the competition and building models now, I've actually gone to a really simple palette. So in the early days, I used to have a big palette of, I don't know, would have been over 100 colors, I guess.
Is that all?
What, 100 colors?
Is that all?
So this
You've
is
gotta
pretty
collect
much
them
all I
all.
use now.
They're like
I collect
Pokemon.
them all.
And I mix all my colors, except for obviously metallics. So I've got a silver. I'm going to mix the silver into these and make it metallic. And then apart from that, so that's my basic colors. And then I've got some oil washes here.
Oh my
Colors
God.
there.
You're such a purist, a minimalist.
Yeah, I know. That's why I shaved my head.
I love it.
So like that. And then just to keep it all simple, just some nice brushes. So I've got these God hand brushes here. So got a broad one, a couple of fine ones as well. I mean, these sort of three
Are
sizes.
you telling me you use 3 brushes to paint everything?
Yeah, you can.
No, but I don't think you
That's
do.
probably the most that I use. And then a bit of putty. I
Oh,
like this putty. This is the deluxe.
That is
Perfect
really
putty.
good.
It's a water-based one. What else do I
Good for
use?
filling
I
gaps.
think what is
if
going to
my
bring
leg
the
fell off, could you
brushes.
make me a leg with that?
What?
If my leg fell off, could you make me a leg with that? Is that what you make legs with?
What, this thing?
No, the other thing, the putty.
I could. It'll
No,
work for
but
a
it's
second
filling
until
in
it crumbles.
No, don't
If you get a
use-
hole in
else?
your leg, it can fill that.
Tweezers.
Oh, that's really good for getting splinters out.
Yeah, it's good for them too because you tend to end up with some splinters now and again. All right, some of those. Some good side cutters.
A must-have.
The
I've got to
best.
bring a knife, but a knife is handy too. Got some thinners.
Show me your knife.
Oh, I can't show you. Oh, my knife's over there. I was going to play around with this
Hey,
stuff.
keep it safe.
It's not a knife anyway.
Can I show you something?
Oh, conductive paint.
Okay, so I'm going to play around with this and see if you can actually make electrical circuits quite strong without any soldering at all. Because I know there's a lot of people that are scared of soldering or they don't want to invest in soldering iron.
Yep.
Now, I have tried a little bit of this already and it does dry up to be quite strong. So I'll see if it's tough enough to actually just solder, like use this to act like a solder on, say, LEDs and basic circuits. Because if that's the case, then anyone will be able to get this, not have to worry about burning themselves or worry about lead smoke or any of that. So I'll be playing around with that this weekend. And I think it's going to be pretty good. And I'll come back with my findings next week.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be up to.
Thanks for taking one for the team, B.
That's it. Warwick was playing the paintbrushes just a moment ago.
He's cleaning up my paintbrushes.
Do you use 3 paintbrushes too, Warwick?
Yeah, when I first started, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use 5 paints and 3 brushes, and I'm going to be really zen. So, and then I've ended up with...
It is a way.
And the rest are on the floor.
What do
I
they
have a
do?
problem, Warwick.
My name's Warwick, and I have a brush problem.
Step 1. That's it.
But so B just come out the other side, and
I
he's
do
like,
have a lot of brushes.
he's gone from we all start minimalist, we all start very zen, and then we get stupid, and then we have like 200 brushes, and then we progress, and then we realize as Beach has that it's crazy. It's crazy talk.
Madness.
And then you've got to pare down again, find that level, find that zen moment again, and
You'll be good.
it's beautiful.
But as you say, you have to travel the journey before you know.
You have to do it.
You do.
There are no shortcuts.
That's it.
You have to go
because without
maximize.
going through the crazy stage, you don't quite understand, the collecting and how if you've got 20 to 100 brushes, how do you choose which brush to use? And
Oh,
you end up
easy. I only
coming
use
up with your
3.
favorites.
I only use
Right,
3.
your favorite.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what the others are for.
I lost it. I'm back.
There is nothing better than setting your gear mesh naked.
Mate, that came out of nowhere.
He does shower with the RC bodies. So
Sure he does.
I've
That's
heard
why
of
they all
that.
look so clean.
I hear Brett's
Very
brushless.
good.
Brett's a big fan of brushless, so I might have to donate some of mine to him.
Cool. All right, then. I think we're done for tonight, are we? Do we have anything else?
Oh, yes.
I think we should be.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. Well, so I hear next week Brett is going to be playing with his chilled dry buggy. There'll be lots
Sure.
of updates for next week.
I'm going to make a track at home over the weekend because that's about the only place that I can go and play with my RC.
Oh, Doug is here.
Is that-
oh,
Warwick,
Yes,
it's throwing some heads.
No, can't see the TV.
Yeah, my
And so next week we'll see how it pulls up after a weekend of hard running.
It's Nick's cat.
That's a fairy stick.
It was.
It was. Now it's a microphone.
It's massive.
Koo does not look impressed.
Actually,
Think
you
about
just
your
have
cat's
to do it.
broken, mate.
Time to reset the cat.
Yeah.
No, off
Very
you
good,
go.
everyone. Thank you, Tony, for joining us. Here we go.
Thank
right,
you,
so-
everybody, for having me.
We will be back
Just
again next
quick-
Friday night.
I just want to
8
do a
p.m.
quick thing, just one last thing
Yeah.
before we all go. I just
Yeah.
want to say thank you to all our viewers and all our customers out there for all your support in the last few weeks with the lockdown. And it's been an amazing surge in boxes we've had to pack. And
Yeah,
we've hit some
absolutely.
record sales. So thank you very much all for your support.
Well said,
Yes,
Tommy.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you, friends.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Indeed.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
Indeed.
for having us.
Yes,
And
Everyone-
we'll now tonight.
we can't do it without you.
Indeed. Very
Thanks,
good. So everyone will join us back here again next Friday night. So
We'll be here.
make sure you tune in. Send us some questions. We will have some new things. Who knows what? And we'll have
Same
fun
time,
again.
same bat channel.
That's it.
Do that
Fancy
stuff.
play. Have a good night, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
good
weekend,
one.
everybody.
Bye.
See you next time.
Catch you on the flip side.